Good morning. Happy Boxing Day if you're in the UK. Sol has finally made a little bit of an appearance this morning after a couple of deeply grey days where I live. So it really brings about a shift and change in our energy. And while we're still integrating those really powerful solstice energies, while we're integrating the Christ-like energies of Christmas, and perhaps we're even recovering from any celebrations we might have had over the past few days, we're about to hit a super emotional full moon in Cancer. So that happens at midnight-ish on the 27th, so tomorrow in the UK, but today if you are in the US. Luna is in her natural home of Cancer, and she is bringing forward this final full moon of the year. So it's a really emotional sign. So you might have been feeling this build up for the last few days, this full moon, quite intensely. I always find these full moons in Cancer, it's always really difficult to articulate your words without getting emotional, but it's also a time where I barely sleep either. So much going on, so many emotions being processed, and with it being the final full moon of the year, we're really considering what we're letting go of as well. So it's a time over the next kind of 24-48 hours of really super deep reflection. What are you letting go of? What are you taking forward into the next calendar year, but what really needs to go? And with the moon in Cancer, we often get a lot of intuitive hits at the moment as well. So you might be really seeing a few seeds of what is going to come in 2024. Cancer is a deeply nurturing sign, so naturally we want to spend time at home, we want to be nurtured by our loved ones, we want to nurture our loved ones, but we've got this really converse energy, this polarity of Mercury still being in retrograde. So these are times when we need to really use our emotional intelligence. Do we really need to speak? Are we speaking out of anger, or are we speaking from our heart? And it may be that many of us on this light working path are kind of mediating between lots of polarities at the moment. The one thing I will really say is there is so much division in the world at the moment. Don't let your temper or the temper of others drive a wedge between you, because really it's not worth it. And it is this Mercury retrograde energy. I've seen it so much on social media. The other thing I'd say is don't be a keyboard warrior as well. Get off your phones, put them to one side, and don't get sucked and drawn into arguments. I've seen this so much on social media since Mercury went into retrograde, actually. You don't really need to say it, do you? We don't need to be in anger. If someone says something that's going to really cheese you off or bring up emotions, just shut your laptop, close your phone, walk away. It's really about who is in your frequency, who is in your energy, who are you taking forward into your tribe next year as well. So, you know, if people are triggering you, if people are making you feel funny on social media, are they really in your tribe for next year? Do you need to do what I do this time of year and go through all the mailing lists that I'm on and just carefully extract myself from those? So I need to carefully extract myself from Facebook groups, places that you don't want to be next year. Really think about this at the full moon. So what else is to say? We're still slogging at that Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn, that last twist of the thumbscrews of control as well. So just watch for things like that arriving, watch for the anger coming if any extra control measures are put in place. So I haven't read the news, haven't read the headlines for quite some time, so I have no idea what's going on, but don't let the old trigger you into the new energies of where we are going to go. So 2024 feels like a really potent, powerful time. Feels like a place where we are going to have a lot of rapid growth again. So what else do you want to say on a Tuesday? A Tuesday, which is a bank holiday, it's a full moon, it's deeply emotional. It's all about rest. It's all about rest. It's all about integration. It's all about putting yourself first at the moment. Not in a selfish way. It's about making sure your needs are met. And the one thing through all my channeling that I've been getting over the Christmas period, particularly in the run up to solstice and into the last few days as we run up to Christmas Day, it's about doing the least that we need to do. Doing the minimum to get us through, but making sure that we're really prioritizing rest. We are prioritizing our energetic body. We are prioritizing ourselves in service. And what I mean by that is we need to be at the top of our game as we hit this new calendar year, and we want to be of service. So at the moment, our service is truly stepping back, is truly integrating a huge amount of these energies. So they've been extremely powerful. Many of us are going to go through a lot of physical changes at the moment. For me, at the moment, you can probably tell from the camera angle that I'm at, you know, sleep is few and far between at the moment. We're tired, but we're wired, we're integrating, needing a lot of water at the moment. Really basic advice, sleep and water, but it is really going to set us on our path for the future. It's going to really set up a firm foundation going forward. The other thing that I was really feeling is we're continuing that theme of detoxification as well. Really continuing that theme of getting rid of everything that no longer serves us. So for me, not only is that food, it's drink, it's also, as I said earlier, you know, what Facebook groups are we on? Who are we following on social media? Are we being true to our heart? Are we being true to ourselves? So there's lots to think about at this full moon. Lots of different energies, lots and lots of integration to go on as well. I'm just going to bring through just a moment or two of light language just to help really anchor in these new frequencies. Yi surata korretika kira aka khurate sarata eka solete korra eka ikredika khusolika eka yurra kre korse khara du karaya kia lo akarata tayorata kia krokate yarata surte eka rote kariata ila ukoreta isurata isunta ikare iko yala korata. So wishing you a very, very happy Boxing Day, happy integration. May it be gentle, may it be peaceful, and I will speak to you on Thursday. Lots of love.